Hello and welcome to Explore Pioneer. I am Adrian, and this week we're going to be looking at Bant Flash. Um, our deepest apologies for being so late. We've had quite a number of tech crashes over here, so we are now essentially getting things up and running, and we're still doing a couple things in the background. So in the meantime, I'm going to be talking about Bant Flash. So Bant Flash, a lot of people love the Simic Flash deck from back in Standard. It still plays a number of your favorites, such as Brazen Borrower and Snipe Pack Ambusher. Bant Flash no longer plays Brineborn Cutthroat. Doesn't play the double green, double blue counterspell guy. I can't remember, it's Mystic Forge guy, things like that. Instead, it jams in a number of fun things, such as the Wandering Emperor, which allows you to be able to cast your very first Planeswalker with Flash, and allows you to do a number of other things, such as interact with your opponent using white, using Fateful Absence, and many other spells like Dovin's Veto. That is really, really good for the deck. So the huge drawback of the deck is pretty much all of your threats are double color, double green, double white, and double blue, which makes the deck incredibly hard. It makes the mana base incredibly complex. So we start off the deck with Spar's Headquarters, which gives you access to your Bant colors. And from there, we have playsets of Temple Garden, as well as many other shocks. And you simply jam it with full of Buddy Lands. Kind of reminds me back in the day when we played Naya Blitz, when you played 12 shock lands and you played 12 Buddy Lands, and you said, okay, let's ready, set, go with that. So we're going to pretty much go ahead and get started with the deck. We're going to challenge this deck, Bant Flash, against one of the biggest contenders in the Pioneer metaverse, which is a Mono Green Devotion. And the deck list that I have updated for Mono Green Devotion is that spicy new tech using both Vraska and Nicol Bolas to get the job done. So we're going to see if I can cast Storm the Festival before he can counter it, or if it's basically going to be something where I'm not going to be able to stick a threat. He is going to stick an Avacyn, flip it possibly, and go from there. We'll be talking about the deck tech as we're going along, but obviously because we're kind of late in time, we're just going to go ahead and get started with it. So Jesse is going to be playing Bant Flash. I think this is the first time that you've started off with the off-meta deck.
That's probably correct, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is. It'll be interesting. It's my first time playing the deck, so we'll see what do. I gather I'm supposed to play things at the end of your turn. Is that
Always.
right? Okay,
Always.
cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
always. Or in the middle by countering it. So.
Oh, okay. Sure. Interestingly, we were talking about how the mana base is painful. Dominaria is going to have the blue-green pain in it, right? It's going to have Maya Coast.
Yeah.
Dominaria United, so that'll help a lot, right?
Yeah.
Just also have the green.
Yavi Maya Coast was already.
Was it already in Pioneer?
Yeah.
Why is it not play it?
15. Because it plays the buddies. It plays the allied and the enemy buddies, and it just
And when you say buddy, you mean check lands?
So buddy lands. So yeah, that's what we called them back in the day. We always called them buddy lands.
The droid camp has fallen off.
Nice. Okay, so we're still dealing with a couple things, like if we could even begin to tell some of the things
day, chat. We're sorry.
we dealt with. I woke up
it's
this
just
morning
changed too.
and someone had stolen one of my passwords and had bought a ton of things off of the website and had it shipped, and I've been doing that all day. And then Jesse, he's just uses his phone for the setup. Originally it was my phone, and we switched to his when we switched the setup places, and so he had to factory reset his phone. That's what we were doing. Yeah, I thought it would take 10-15 minutes. Nah, it took 45. So
yeah, well, not only did we have, it wasn't just that there was trouble setting up, right? It was that that factory reset thing came down the pike. That was unfun, as they say. Jeez. That's just gonna have to do. Is that? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That'll do.
I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that our stuff is posted to Reddit for everybody. Unfortunately, not too.
The good news is the image stabilization software seems to be crushing it.
That's good. So
yeah.
Unfortunately, not too many people in the chat right now. Probably because we had to wait 45 minutes. So if you're one of the people who watches this, who essentially like watches this like as part of our recordings, no big worries. We are still going to go ahead and go through it like and whatnot. So hopefully people will join in as we're going. So otherwise, how was your week, Jesse?
It was good. How about you? Would you like to cut my deck, Adrian? I think we probably shuffled enough.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and cut and go. All right. We decide the things.
Yes, we should determine who will be going first. We have our baggie of hot dice.
Yeah.
Very illegal. The reason they're in the baggie, folks, is just that the dog is in here sometimes. And we want to just be careful. 7.
Haha, no double for you. Hopefully double for me.
Hopefully double for you. For those unfamiliar with the format, we call it Monopoly.
Yeah.
4
Stop doubles.
7 is 9. No, 11.
11, yeah.
I'll be on the play.
Do you?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I feel like being on the play really, really matters to you a lot. There's just so you know, there's 25 land on the deck. The deck list I originally looked at had 26. I did trim it for an extra.
As long as you didn't trim a green source, I think I'll keep.
Yeah, it didn't trim a green source.
Cool.
So
Go ahead. Oh, right. We reveal our hands.
Yeah, we reveal our hands and we talk about it. Hello, welcome to the people who are joining in. It's good to see you guys. Thank you guys for being patient as we get started. We are starting off with our opening hands. I think I'm gonna keep this. Man, you got a growth spiral and everything. I think you're gonna be doing just fine. We don't. Yeah, you can just post a test. I don't think we have any comments just yet.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We're gonna not have chat either. Sorry, I thought we were gonna have some time to straighten the last couple things out here, and then life happened a lot quickly.
You want me to talk about my hand first since I'm the meta deck? You want to talk about yours?
I'll talk about mine.
Okay.
I've only got the 1 green source. I really need 2 green sources, but I've got other stuff to do. I've got Growth Spiral. I've got Make Disappear. I've got Sinister Sabotage on time. So if this is my first couple of turns, I think I'm okay. I don't know.
I'll be honest. This is a snap keep because you got Takara's. Yeah, you got this. You don't have this, but you're gonna have draw. You're gonna have 3 draw steps to draw another green source, and again that's the pain of the deck is
is that the mana's rough.
The mana is really really rough for the deck.
Well, we'll give it a shot.
For me, having 2 Nykthos, not really quite not really desirable. However, I do have a Gloomy Marsh and a Dork. I have a Kiora, which is really good. My Vraska, she's my new honey. She's good, especially since I already have a Gloomy Marsh. Having this old Growth Troll, won't be able to play it to begin with. But I'll be going, Dork into Kiora, and then I will be able to.
You'll be able to play it on 3.
There, so
Seems okay.
Yeah, it's pretty okay. It doesn't have any of my big payoffs, but hopefully we'll just drop it.
Yeah, I feel like that's just something that you have to accept as a real possibility with that deck, right?
Yeah.
You're relatively payoff light.
All right, so go to Blooming Marsh, and we're going to go to Elvish Mystic. Be sure to say hello in the chat. I'm really grateful to see you all as we're starting off. Go ahead.
Never punished, always lucky. Never punished, chat.
Always lucky. That is the Jesse motto. The Jesse way.
Play Glacial Fortress and pass.
So here's the interesting thing. I know that you're holding Make Disappear. I'm pretending like I don't know, and I'm gonna play on time. Are you gonna counter this? You are.
Yeah,
that's gonna be bad news for me.
Especially if I see you go Nykthos into Kiora. I know you're counting on Kiora to be able to untap a green source.
Oh yeah. And my version of the deck is running for Kiora. She's floating back and forth. We're really Planeswalker helping this deck now.
I think we're gonna go to. I guess it doesn't matter which land we play, so we'll play the one that I want next turn.
Okay.
And we'll go to 18 to do that. Go ahead.
Not good for me to just like say do land go. Yeah, I'm kind of like in a lot of pain here from all the beautiful things that you've been encountering now. I'm gonna have to play. I'm gonna tap this for colorless, this for black, this for green, and then I'm gonna have to put down another Rakdos. Tap this for 2 colorless, so 2 colorless. Green. I'm gonna go ahead and lay Nebraska.
No.
No?
No.
Nebraska.
No.
That's just a straight up power spell. No, Chevelle.
We'll put that in the yard. I think all the Storm Giants is not the way we win this game.
Yeah, probably.
We'll play some Pebble Grove and we'll pass the turn.
So you got double white, double green, and double blue.
Double everything, baby.
All the
you got
things.
triple green, triple white, actually.
Not going to draw another land.
Quadruple white. Everything.
What below Haven? You know, when I tap it, adds an additional green?
That's fine.
Oh, that's right. You're going to flash in your puppy. Sucks to suck for me. I'm going to say go. Here comes the pup.
Flash boy.
Okay, he's a good one.
At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't cast a spell this turn, only the wolf. Ooh, that means we're going to need a wolf token. Adrian, would you be so kind?
Oh, do I get 30 seconds?
No, you get till the end of my turn, so probably not that long. Tap,
10
draw,
seconds?
Land, return, tap, go.
No! I haven't drawn anything. Okay, so we're trying this out.
Yeah. We're going to play a tap land, and then we're going to come for 4 here.
What? I don't want you coming for 4. I want for you just like, just hang out for a bit, you know?
Well, yeah, but like, what if you went to 16 now? Would that be okay?
No, I'm not right.
No? Well, that's what's happening though, right?
Yeah, this is what's happening, so. Okay, so I got my little thing here going on. He's happy boy. He's wagging his tail.
Oh, wow.
So it's a woof token, and it is a 2/2.
That's
okay.
right.
Right. Yes, like, yeah.
Hot off the press. This is actually how they do them in the factories in Belgium, too.
For sure. Yeah.
They've just got master artisans like Adrian here.
They
got better selections of Sharpies, but that's all they're doing. And at the beginning of my step, I'll create this wolf.
Yeah. I'm feeling pretty controlled here. I'm gonna be honest.
This deck's sweet. I thought this deck was a garbage pile. This deck's
no, this deck is not a garbage pile. So originally I was gonna run Civic Flash, and I saw this as the 5/0 list. I was like, I saw like the changes it made, and there was if you're following the Reddit chat, I'm gonna cast all retro. What's
that's fine?
Oh, it's fine. Okay, I see what it is. That's my end step.
Okay. At your end step, I have more effects.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand.
Sucks to suck.
And then this is on an adventure.
Yeah.
Do we have an adventuring?
I have an adventure somewhere.
No, that's okay. We've got. Don't dig. That's okay. No. We got it.
It's right. It's a literally right here. It's right here. It's right here.
Okay.
It's literally.
You made it just in time.
Just in time.
On an adventure. I will untap. I will draw per turn. Go to combat.
Yeah.
Up for 7.
Sounds painful.
Yeah.
I'll go to 9.
Yeah. I'm feeling like I have a big PP, so I'm gonna go to 16 to play this land and pass the turn. In my end step, I'm gonna make another one. So
just straight up, huh?
Just straight up big PP.
I don't feel like I put this. But we'll try. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to draw another land. That didn't happen. So we're going to cast this guy. Old Growth Troll. Yeah, I saw like Bant Flash originally. I didn't really like it. Then I saw this new 5 list, which you're running pretty much with very few changes. 25 land instead of 26, 4 Brazen Borrow instead of 3, 4 Night Pack Ambush. Yeah, I draw awesome moves.
You do draw some wolves.
4 night pack instead of 3.
End of your turn.
Yeah. Just cast this dude. Yeah, or just cast another night pack. Oh. Killing me. Literally. God. Let's see if it comes in tap, right?
Check.
No, just pound about.
That's right. Yeah.
Filter everything. I mean, yeah, the deck is crazy.
Combat?
Yeah. Oh, you're swinging 5/5s. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm gonna swing just 2 4/4s and 2 5/5s.
Okay. There you go.
Sure. Take 9 and beat
9.
Response to your death trigger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flash this in, and then flash in Brazen Power.
No.
Okay.
All right. So that was pretty miserable death on my part. I did miss a land drop, or a lot. Having not getting the Cura was pretty bad. So go to my sideboard. I don't think I sideboard in Fatal Push. I don't feel like it hits all the things that I need it to hit against this deck.
This wolf's actually busted. 4/4 flash for 4. Makes 2/2s for free. Buffs other 2/2s. Buffs itself on second copies. Crazy.
The only real things on my sideboard that I do put in are my Fatal Pushes or my Skylashes. I don't feel like I really put in any of these. I think I just get boned. This is Pro Blue, so you won't be able to return it. So there's actually some, and it can't be countered. It has Flash as Pro Blue. So, that stops your, yeah, it stops your Brazen Borrower. Stops it from, you won't be able to counter it. I'll at least have a creature up. The Fatal Push. Yeah, you have all sorts of fun stuff. I don't feel like Spell Pierce. Disdainful Stroke, definitely. I don't feel like Spell Pierce is like Fateful Absence. Definitely choice. No, that's choice. Yeah, creature or Planeswalker.
I feel Spell Pierce is not the move. If Spell Pierce is not the move, perhaps Aether Gust is also not the move. I don't think we can change that much about the deck. The Devil's Veto can come out. I don't know. Wedding Invitation can come out maybe because it's slow.
Yeah, Wedding Invitation is just kind of like that interesting.
I'm actually the beatdown. It turns out.
Yeah.
We definitely cut negate before Devil's Veto.
Yeah, you would do that.
I think trimming some number of that effect is
although I don't have any can't be countered effects, so you probably
actually so Dovin's Veto is literally just worse. Yeah,
you would actually want to cut the Dovin's Veto. Yeah, I feel like the 2 wedding announcement and
2 Dovin's Veto.
This, from what I kind of understand, is in there for really fast paced aggro to essentially buy yourself another turn. And
that's when you're the control deck.
Yeah.
But that's just not who we are in this matchup. We're definitely the beatdown.
Yeah.
Because if you give you enough time, you have infinite mana. Infinite mana will win the game against us for sure. I don't hate Aether Gust if I can make room for it. I don't hate going to 0 Dovin's Veto plausibly because you've got all those. You've got all of the. Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
I think we could make disappears over Dovin's Vetoes.
That there's a good argument there because
for the same reason we're not playing Spell Pierce. It's interesting to me. I guess Spell Pierce only hits non-creature. That's why the make disappears are in the main. We have 3 in the main. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, there's 3.
Right. So then we can bring in one of these here. We can plausibly cut the Shark Typhoon because it's our worst flash threat.
Yeah, the Shark Typhoon is in there to be able to trigger or do stuff like trigger Avacyn, Archangel, so that auto flips. You make a shark 4/0 and it auto flips Avacyn. But you're not really worried about doing board wipe tricks and stuff.
No, I think I just want to get beats in.
Yeah.
Shark Typhoon feels fine in the deck because you can just make, again, it's a flash threat.
Yeah.
You're probably and then in the matchups where you are the control deck, after you've traded a bunch of resources, you can play it to secure your way forward in that second game.
Yeah.
Aether Gust just really strong. Often basically time off. Disdainful Stroke just more versatile.
Disdainful Stroke just wins you the game. It's just counter pretty much anything I care about.
Yeah, there's an argument here plausibly that you even take out Wandering Emperor for just more counter magic. Leave in. No, I think we're on the right outs.
Yeah, I think you're fine here. Wandering Emperor is possibility.
Wandering Emperor's removal.
Yeah. I'll definitely go first, since I just got wrecked. So it used to be that every deck you play, you get wrecked, and now it feels like this is very much the opposite. I'm on the get wrecked train.
Maybe I just got really good at Magic overnight.
For sure, yeah.
Since I started playing more Commander.
It was a random card that you got in a trade, and you don't know which one it was, so you can never trade any more of your cards ever again.
Okay, well I can't trade away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can trade 4.
Yeah, but I can't trade cards.
Yeah.
Only money.
Money.
Only currency. Fiat currency.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I mean, any card that you get that's new, you can trade.
Yeah, but the whole collection needs to get earmarked today.
Yeah, just completely. All right, let's see what I can do.
I don't think I can play 0 lands. I'm gonna just spoil alert this one. Say that we're mulliganing.
Yeah, well, we're keeping it to ourselves now too. I guess kind of interestingly, it doesn't super necessarily apply to me because I didn't sideboard in anything, but I will keep this.
Right, because your sideboard's all wishboard. Fatal Pushes are live here. I guess not really. Most of my threats are too expensive.
Yeah, most
We
all
each
of
just
your,
kind of want to do our own thing.
yeah, the only thing I'm gonna be able to use Fatal Push is your token. So
It's fair.
something will have to be removed from my board for my Fatal Push to be good.
Yeah, what's our count?
We're at 3 so far.
That's fine.
So
That's not unusual for us.
If you are there and you want to say something, say hi in the chat. See what you're thinking. I think this is a much better hand for me.
I've got to
show what I got going on. I think we'll do better with this section.
Wins is actually 1. Look at that. We'll draw our second hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This feels pretty keepable. I feel like I probably don't want 2 of this right now, although do you have any main deck reach?
Main deck reach. I do.
You do? Yeah, okay. Yeah,
the
then that's-
Cavaliers.
Yeah. That's the move then.
All right. You
You'll
ready?
be on the play, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Forest into Dock. Go for it.
What?
Aha! Winning. Love it. Let's do Forest. We're going to tap. Play this. We're going to immediately untap. Go to 6. Untap a Forest. And then we're going to tap this Forest for an out of Nissa. 1, 2, and 3.
Degenerate.
I know. 1, 2,
Degenerate.
3, 4. We're going to keep. We're going to keep that guy.
Sure.
Good old threat that we'll play next turn. Go for it.
1 tap. We'll draw. We'll play a land.
Yeah.
And we'll pass.
Aha.
Unexpected, I'm sure.
Visaggio 4. Go down to 5. I'll untap Visaggio and tap for 5 green mana. I'll play that Cavalier.
Yeah, so let's assume I can't counter this, right?
It's gonna be pretty bad
when
for
it
you.
dies, you may exile it. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a lot of velocity if I bounce it. But that's probably not the end.
Well, I'll still get the trigger, and I will get a draw effect.
Right.
Too.
Yeah. That's... And you get a draw effect?
Yeah, because like a creature power 4 or greater.
Yeah. Yeah, but we took out the one counterspell that hits it, so...
Yeah, that makes it spirit.
Yeah, which I think maybe was the wrong call, but we'll find out.
Okay, I'm going to trigger a draw, and then... So, trigger draw. Yeah. Okay, and then trigger top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a land. Goes there. Cool. Alright, that's me. I know.
I mean, like, you've just got infinite mana to begin with, right? Like, there's no point in pretending you don't have that.
I have a really...
So I think at the end of your turn, we bounce this.
Okay, cool.
Even though that lets you do that again.
Yeah.
I don't think letting you keep your big boy is the right path forward. And then we'll pass, I suppose.
Untap. Draw. Let's see. 4. Let's do 5 like this. Let's tap that. And we'll cast Cavalier.
Yeah.
Draw, then trigger.
Yeah.
Draw. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take Rakdos.
Sure.
As our lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll shock this into play.
Yep.
18. Tap 1, untap 2, nick those trigger 3, 4, 5, 6. Add 6 mana. And then we're going to yeah, it's gonna be pretty good.
Taking out Make Disappear was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. the single worst thing we've ever done. Because we need to stop you from starting to go off. So
right. Once I stick that thing after, or once I stick Kiora, or I stick the thing after Kiora, it's pretty much in my pocket.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna pull another Shark Typhoon. And then I think Negate or Dovin's Veto is probably worse than the Make Disappear, contrary to our initial feeling there. Wandering Emperor also feels not great. And honestly, Fateful Absence was too slow.
Well, if you had the Fateful Absence,
I had it. I died with it in hand.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't interact with enough things because it's like it only answers after you've gotten tremendous value from all your shit that has tremendous value in it.
I feel like maybe you should cut your iron or stuff like the Wandering Emperor and keep the Fatal Absence because you are on the play now. Yeah. So you have the ability to put a tap land in and then have an untapped land and go from there. You're hoping at this point on being on the play to definitely have a headquarters on there. Oh, by the way, there is one land there masquerading as a headquarters. So this
is it like a foil swamp or something?
No, it's the Jetmir's Garden. There was a mix-up in my order for stuff, so we're pretending that Jetmir's Garden was an installation at Spara's headquarters. You know, something they contracted had in there. So
what if we just drew a headquarters?
No, it's fine. It's Jetmir's Garden. So Jetmir's Garden is actually headquarters there.
Yeah.
These are pretty quick games so far.
Yeah. Yeah, we might even get to see Bant Flash versus some other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you bring goblins? I'll play more goblins. Adrian, can I buy goblins from you?
What now?
Can I buy goblins from you?
Buy goblins?
Yeah.
No, it's expensive. What? Or like the lands.
Yeah, I don't want the dens.
You don't want the dens?
I don't think playing dens in it is correct.
The Ember Cleaves are expensive too. Yeah. You can borrow it all day.
Okay.
Also, I have goblins in there that I've had since they're brand new.
So they matter to you?
Yeah.
Like emotional support goblins?
Those Legion Loyalists were some of the first Japanese cards I ever bought.
Okay.
So. All right. Well.
Let's
I assume you want me to not be not on the play?
Yeah, I would like to be the first player to take game action.
Okay.
As our friend occasionally says. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Summons, I did
5,
first.
7. That's one hand. Just the first game of remodeling, right?
Just the first one, right? Because now you have sideboard options.
Oh, and do you want to? Can you go adjust the win tracker, or is that going to be a little overly technical?
How I do the thing.
Double click the 0.
Okay.
No, yeah. Oh, you might have to click Adrian wins in the chat in the sources list.
Oh, okay.
Double click that and change the 0 in the text box to a 1, and then hit enter or hit apply, whatever it is. And then does it say 1-1? Did we do it? Adrian? Talk to me, buddy.
Yeah. Figured it out.
Oh, there it is. It's
Yeah.
not changed on your phone. Let me move the markers.
Oh man, I'm still deciding on this. I feel like I have to keep it because it's
Because it's good?
I mean, yeah, it's good. It's just like when you counter everything, it's gonna feel bad. So, I mean, yeah, my hand is like really good. But once he starts countering everything, well, it doesn't matter what kind of good hand I have. So we'll see. It's a bit pessimistic of me, but going on the draw with a lot of counters feels bad. So, cool.
6, 7. Boy. I feel like not doing anything until 4 is also not good.
Haha, winning. I feel like that deck will mulligan roll too, like even going to 5. You know, you have enough lands that you're gonna pop some stuff. It's really interesting because like you put in a bunch of low drops too. Not seeing any of them. No boy.
Well, so that hand was like double the pack or whatever. And
no
four-
counters then.
4 lands.
Yeah,
5 lands.
yeah.
I think no counter spell and nothing to do before 4 feels pretty bad.
Yeah, if you don't punish me, I'm gonna punish you. That's for sure. There you go. Ooh, Spire's Headquarters, always good turn 1 play. Let's do Blooming Marsh into Llanowar Elves. Go ahead.
I recently put 2 of these in my modern deck, not Sparrows, but I put an on-color and off-color Triome, and I was pretty impressed. Second Sparrows Headquarters, ignore this jet.
Oh shit, you're gonna get punished, my friend.
Well, I mean...
Okay. Alright, draw! Yeah, that's gonna get real fast.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Okay. Let's light it
3
up, man.
mana.
Fiora.
Sure.
Okay, let's go to 6. Let's untap Llanowar. Let's tap Llanowar.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, permanent. Wow.
Permanent.
Okay, sure.
I can do all sorts of crazy things with Fiora. Especially with like new sideboard tricks like
Anyway, you have a green floating.
Chain
Spend
Veil.
it, sir. Sure.
Trigger 1, 2, 3. Think rest.
Sure.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. Eight.
Yeah.
Press.
Would you like to put that on top or bottom?
Nah, I'll put that one.
Oh, untap?
No,
No.
not double. Not double stuff.
Okay.
5 untap, tap. Let's play another trigger. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, go ahead and take this.
Fine.
Go for it.
Pass.
Draw. Lands. Got 3 cards in hand.
That's right.
Let's just go for nuts.
Sure.
4, 5. Untap 6. Storm.
No.
Okay. That feels about
Huh?
right. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, into full draw go mode. Feels good.
4, 5, 6. Storm.
I'm sure that can resolve.
Okay. Well, just whatever, right? 1, 2.
What's 2 permanents? Between friends.
3, 4. Oh, fuck. 5. Let's take Nicol Bolas, and let's also take Old Growth Troll.
Sure.
Trigger draw.
Sure.
Okay, this has all of the loyalty abilities. I'll go ahead and plus on this bad boy. And then I get a draw card, and each opponent exiles a card from their hand or a permanent they control.
Sorry. Because of how these entered, do you retain priority doing this?
No, actually.
Okay,
So
I have response.
So because Old Growth Troll triggers the draw on here, then I no longer have priority. You gonna bounce that bad boy?
Yeah.
That feels right. Yeah, you should definitely do that. Yeah, go ahead.
And then I think we have to pass the turn.
Six. For 10 mana
Sure.
ability.
Yeah. It is.
Storm.
Yeah, that's fine.
2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do Cavalier, and let's also take the Blooming Marsh.
Sure.
Use the bottom. Let's do trigger draw and then trigger Cavalier.
Sure.
Draw and then Cavalier. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's take Layer of the Hydra. Still got 2 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere else?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll say it.
At the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Untap.
Yep.
Draw. And set.
It's a hot.
Go
A
ahead.
good one. Ouch. Yeah. Gray green. I feel like this is an epic setup for me, but we'll see. He's got tricks. He's very tricksy. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mana. Let's tap for 10. Nicol Bolas down to 5. Because all powerful allows me to just play it for green.
Sure.
Okay, cool. I will. I feel like this is where I try to win.
I think that's probably correct. Yeah.
Okay. Because I can use this to copy this effect, so I'm going to go to 3 to untap those. And let's tap Nycthos. So we have 5 floating. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
15 minutes. Down to 11 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Make a wish.
You have Shadow Sphere on the board? Show me Shadow Sphere, I'll scoop.
Shadow Sphere? I don't. I do have some really fun stuff though. So Chain Veil allows me to activate my things just like multiple times on my Planeswakers multiple times. Because I can use Cure to untap it, and then I can have multiple untap abilities. So essentially, I'm setting myself up for just a crap ton of mana.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at 11. So 10, 9, 8, 7. So I'm at 7. Um, 6, 5, 4, 3. So I'm at 3. So now I can activate my Planeswalkers a grand total of twice more. Okay, so I'm at 3 mana. Untap for 2. Using this ability, untap here. Here's Nycthos. I'm at 3 mana. Tap for this effect. So 3, so 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 mana. And we will flashback Storm the Festival. It puts me at 1 minute.
Sure.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is Cure. Here's Cavalier. Sorry, I have to set up for something very specifically. Okay, so that means that this Cure is going to get destroyed. I'm also going to trigger draw.
Mm-hmm.
Draw. In that 1 mana, I'm going to use Nycthos, or I'm going to use my first thing to untap. So now I have.
Judge, can you watch my opponent? I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Sorry, I have to get
eggs shit.
Yeah. Sorry, this should be at 3. So let's see. So the other thing I can do is I can go to. I really need to hit another.
Do you have a way you can turn infinite mana into 20 damage to my face this turn?
Yeah. I'm working towards killing you. Okay, so I have 0 mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I have 13 mana. Starting the festival, so that's 12, 9, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here's Nycthos, rips this Nycthos. Here is Cavalier of Thorns, trigger draw. I'm essentially looking for another card. I'm trying to find another card so I can do my move, but we're not getting there. We need a Carn Grave, essentially, is what we need. Okay, so I said I have 9 mana, right?
I haven't been paying attention for 5 minutes if I'm honest.
For trigger draw.
Yeah,
then,
it doesn't actually matter if you kill me. As long as you don't deck yourself, you just get done. I think we absolutely bring Spell Pierce back in. Adrian's a dirty liar. Fateful Absence doesn't matter in the matchup.
Okay.
You just want all counter spells to stop them from starting.
Yeah.
That's my feelings on this as a professional.
We also went to 5,
Yeah. And yeah. I don't disagree. I think taking out Wandering Emperor or letting Invitation Shark Techman's all fine. I think I would have rather had Spell Pierce. Because, to be a tempo deck, I have to be doing better things than you at any point in the game, and your things are just too good to not stop at any point in the game.
Yeah. Flipping nickel bolas and that kind of bullshit. And then being able to cast nickel bolas. That's like the really crazy thing in the deck is like I cast something that has a no green in it. Then nickel bolas acts as QR number 2 on the board, and it just becomes crazy from there.
Aether Gusts felt fine because they hit spells.
Yeah.
3, 6. Disdainful struggle felt like, yeah. Bring in Spell Pierce, take out Nissa. That might be main boarding instructions for me.
Yeah.
Like the Nissa, just like I'm never gonna want to tap out on 5 to play Nissa. So
Not against mono green.
I think against anything. How many Wandering Emperors are we playing? Could we play one more of those? Like,
right. You just play all 20 wandering numbers and maybe a little.
I mean, do we have 4 in here?
Yeah, there's definitely 4.
There's 4.
Mm-hmm.
We're only on 3 of the counter target spells. Sinister Sabotage, is that right?
There's 2 of that, and there's 3
up
make
2 on
disappear.
that. Up 2 on that. Down 2 on this. That's my hot take. Counterspell, very good.
So, do you want like one more make disappear and then one more sinister sabotage?
I probably just want. Yeah, that seems fine. Go P4, make disappears feels fine.
Yeah.
You also don't have a ton more to do on 2, and make disappear is really easy to cast. Sinister Sabotage is a little tricky to cast. But the mana's fine. Yeah, I think probably even playing 4 Triomes is a little greedy, or it's a little under greedy.
Well, there's only 4 triumphs to play.
I know.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying play less than 4. I don't think 4 is necessary.
Really?
Yeah. I think the mana is not as bad as it seems. Let me change the titling and stuff.
All right, so we're going to switch over to. I'm going to play Bant Flash, and Jesse's going to play Rakdos Midrange. This will be our second matchup for this evening. So, probably not surprisingly, Mono Green Devotion did take that one. Mostly because the new planeswalkers like Nicol Bolas and stuff like that. It's just crazy. You can see I was creating a really long loop with 4 or 5 casting Storm the festival. I was looking for my second Karn. My second Karn would have allowed me to essentially loop the game with Pestilent Cauldron or things like that. I had another Storm the festival in hand. So, so I was just kind of just producing more mana with Cavalier and things like that. So, I'm interested to see where Mono Green Devotion is by the time that they do Pro Tour. But also there's a lot of interesting cards that are coming up in Dominaria United, and wasn't really as many cards or that many cards to consider for Mono Green Devotion. So we'll have to see where that is. We'll have to see where Bant Flash is and things like that. Rakdos Midrange becomes a lot more powerful probably with Liliana of the Veil. So that will be
being Rakdos, right?
No. Rakdos. Yeah, Rakdos Midrange becomes a lot more powerful, I feel like, with Liliana of the Veil. A lot of people are saying that they'll either sideline Torture Defiance or take it out completely. I don't know if that's necessarily the right call.
I think having 2 reasonable planeswalkers, going Liliana of the Veil into a good planeswalker on 4 feels great to me.
Yeah.
I think that feels great. As long as you're not dead on board, that feels pretty okay.
So, I mean, some of the interesting choices would be, I don't know. I mean, you could take out Graveyard Trespasser, that's a 3-drop, but Graveyard Trespasser is what really keeps Graveyard under control right now, and also Liliana of the Veil into saying target player discards a card and they discard Parkelian and stuff like that. It's okay, thank you. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Greasefang's good. I don't know if
Greasefang's good enough to say that you should never play Liliana of the Veil in the format. But it could certainly be one of those cases where, like, I don't know. It's interesting. You know, Liliana's not seeing the play she was in Modern.
Yeah.
She's still seeing some play, but for a while, if you were in the color, she did it. And the fact that that's not true anymore, we may not see a place for her in Pioneer. I think that's hard to understand or believe, but pretty good.
11. Don't you roll doubles. God, Jim, stop it!
2. 9.
Okay, cool. I'll go first. You stop rolling those doubles. That's why you want to play Monopoly. It's like, I'm just the double king.
That's right.
You roll doubles more often than not.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true. We got it all on tape. We can go back.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Our land was 5 big things in one land, so we did not keep it.
What about 6 land wedding announcement?
Definitely not keepable in the blind.
No.
Probably not keepable in this matchup.
I can't.
Although wedding announcement against aggro is some tech. That might be the move. That's playable in Boy. Do that. You're allowed.
Yeah, it's interesting. It makes your small creatures just big enough to be threats. Produces those tokens. You know, it's solid. It's a neat spell. The deck
Plus,
also
it makes a token every turn. Right?
Yeah.
And unless you hit 3 and then you have 3 2/2s.
and then it flips and gives you anthems. Gives all
Right.
creatures +1/+1.
Right.
So that's good.
Yeah. I feel like there's a world you could play an Esper control deck with just that black splash and play out your Markov and just laugh your way to the bank.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Well, that hand sucked. Let's see if we can get so much better than that.
Watch with the slapping. Back to
Oh,
the
sorry.
the ribbon mic or whatever the hell it is.
Oh no. But I want to do it with intensity, you know?
Adrian, did you go, I really want to win against Jesse today, so I'm just going to give him the red-black mid-range deck, but like down a couple lands, because it feels, I think this is fine.
This hand is pretty good.
Both colors, untapped,
Ooh, Thoughtseize is good.
things to do on 1 and 2, like, we're okay.
So in the blind, like I'm keeping a 2-drop, but see I'm on the play and I'm feeling pretty good. I've got Breeding Pool, which will untap both my Glacial and my Sun Petal. So it's like these are like really good lands. This to me feels good, like in
with 3 lands, shocks and checks, you can't miss. If you have either shock, all your checks come in fine.
This is gonna suck knowing that you're probably gonna Thoughtseize this away. Because this was my turn 2 and turn 3 tech.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously,
you don't do anything until 4. I can get some smash in before then.
Yeah.
Hold up Dreadbork or something. Feels okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Bye bye, Brazen. It's good knowing you.
Man, this is a money pile, huh?
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Both of these decks. This deck is like 400-ish, 4 to 6, and I know that deck's like $600.
Well, that's
Fatal push it.
Fatal push Adrian. You cost less than 2 CMC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Do the correct thing.
Feels bad.
What's the new card?
I didn't draw
one,
yet.
right?
Yeah, I didn't draw yet.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw.
Don't put Thoughtseize in her hand as a result. That's illegal. Judge.
Yeah. You're at 18. Go ahead.
Thank you. Boy, that feels bad. Funky as fuck. Okay. Blood Tide Harvester.
Okay.
Adrian, where's my blood?
Blood.
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 I get blood.
Micah?
Yes.
Let's play that and tap and say go.
Okay. One tap. We'll draw.
Mm-hmm.
We'll play this land.
Okay.
And we'll go to a comment.
Yeah.
Tap for 3.
17. That's right. Discard.
Yeah. Discard if it's a non-land card, or if you don't discard a non-land card, lose 3 life.
You know, it's interesting because I do think I'm gonna go ahead and discard that. Of course, it is a 5-drop, you know, but it doesn't have flash, so I don't know.
I don't think
So-
it feels good to discard it to Croxa. Is a good reason to keep it in the deck, Adrian. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
Back at you.
Yeah, untap. I get that that's not quite what we're saying, but it feels kind of almost like what we're saying.
Yeah.
There's no world in which we're not doing this, so.
14.
All right. Now we've got options. Options, Adrian. Options.
Yeah. Definitely gonna say no to that.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, go for it.
Feels very Snapcaster beats. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Untap land. 3 ya. Would want to be ya.
Wouldn't want to be me.
Would not wish to be you.
Yeah, you know, I'm actually going to. I know I had that land coming untapped, but I'm actually going to do something else. I'm actually going to flash in the Wandering Empress. I'm going to exile this creature. I'm going to gain 5. So I'll just gain back the life that I just should not have shocked away.
Yeah.
So, what else? It's all good.
In our second main phase.
Mm-hmm.
Bore some dread.
Yeah.
Graveyard Trespasser. And I'll eat. You don't have a creature. I'll eat a creature.
Borrower.
Oh, you do. I'll eat Borrower.
Yeah. So you gain 1, 15, 17.
Go ahead. Hey, are you gonna not cast any spells this turn, Adrian?
I don't know if I can afford to. I feel like I have to cast things like wedding announcements. End step, an invitation counter, and then. Okay, yeah, I'll give you a Human. Seconds, draw me a Human. Draw that Human for me.
No, I'm drawing day night. I'll draw a human too.
Oh, okay. Okay, the day night. I have a Human.
No, I got one.
Okay. I love this. Wait, what's the extra thing like going on?
It's not intended to be there. I swear.
Yeah, right. What's going on with that guy?
There, he's got a kill.
He got a kill? I love this. Dude, he got some long torso in there.
He's a long boy. He's got odd proportions, just like your man, me.
Alright. There's my Human. It is day. Go for it. The wedding announcement feels pretty good in this situation right now. I'm not gonna lie. Because like I invest in this turn and then I don't have to invest in next turn.
Yeah. It does kind of seem okay. I'm gonna crack blood.
Okay.
Discard land.
And blood won't go to your grave, but
Right. Well, it will, but then it'll stop existing. And then we'll draw a card. We'll play a land for turn, revert to Ember.
cool. My dude's tapped for black. Awesome.
Make hive.
Ooh, nice.
6.
Trigger.
You have 9.
I have no creature.
Then we will eat Kalidas. Ooh. I want to go to my graveyard because that's legal in this format. Pass.
Well, hold on. I got stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Oh, and I'm gonna exile, I guess, this.
Okay. I'm gonna bounce this to your hand. Sure. Then let's see. Does this guy have menace? I can't remember. Does this have menace?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
It does. Okay, so I can't block him.
I was not supposed to include this there.
Oh, because you need enough stuff.
Yeah. Did we mark it already?
You ate the Wandering Emperor, not Gledos.
No, but with Graveyard Trespass. This does the same thing.
Oh, it does.
I'm gonna not exile Gledos.
Okay.
That's okay. I don't
Sure.
think we marked the difference for the life anyway, right? You were at 13. I was at 17.
Yeah. Okay. I have to take the 3 because as much as you said 12.
Yes.
10.
Menace.
Menace.
Go ahead.
All right. It's still day because I did a thing. Yeah, I cast a spell.
Yeah.
I cast a spell. I really don't want that dude to flip. The dude sucks when he flips.
She does get bigger.
This feels
They get bigger.
This feels bad to have to do this. Here.
Main phase and Avison.
Main phase and Avison, because like being able to trick you with clearing your board would be good, but I have to keep it day. Absolutely have to. I'm going to go to Manset, and I'm going to flip this, produce a second human. I guess I should technically attack you with one. So I'll attack you with one human.
I'm 16.
Then I will produce this human. Cool, go for it.
Untapped. Draw. Untapped.
Yeah.
So I can choose Croxa or Graveyard Trespasser this turn. Croxa.
Yeah, Croxa feels correct. Especially since I'm sandbagging a night packet. Sure.
Oh, exile 5 on them. I can't.
Oh, you can't?
Only 4.
Whoops. Okay. I didn't say anything. I don't have any cards. I don't
I didn't even hear what you're talking about.
Okay.
This is still tapped.
Yep.
And we'll pass.
Tap. I've got 2 humans now. Draw. Right. Do I really want to do that? Yeah, I feel like I. Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's go to combat.
Sure.
Let's attack. 4, 5, 6.
We'll go to 10.
Okay.
Well, I guess we block 1. We'll go to 11.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Last I checked, the deck didn't play shock.
How's it?
This is 3/3. Oh, right. That's fine. Okay.
He's like, whatever.
Guess what I can cast now?
Yeah.
You've activated my trap card.
Yeah. Okay. Deals 3 damage to
You're
each
gonna eat
creature
this back.
and 3 damage to each
Does
opponent.
it put a counter?
What?
Okay.
Okay. So you're also gonna take 3. So that was a spicy turn. Okay. So then, yeah, I get Kilt Man back as this goes to 3, and then this dude flips. So I'm gonna have a 7/6 flyer in here.
Yep.
Go for it.
What's this creature's convert mana cost?
5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
backsides have mana costs?
Yes. Backsides are now the front mana cost. It used to be 0. Now it's just 5.
Okay.
Just straight up screw.
Yeah, like there's no.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I could get there. Doesn't feel like it.
I did have the tech in hand. So originally I was gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna 0 cycle Shark Typhoon to create the shark and then have it die and then do the trigger. But I was like, no, maybe he won't block human. He did, and I was like, okay, cool, makes me happy. So one person on Reddit pointed that tech out to me. Super hot to flip Alvison, just like 0 a Shark Typhoon. That is hot stuff. And that 3 damage to Plymouth is all relevant. All right, what do you think it's cyber-wise, my good sir?
I don't know. I mean, like, just attacking your hand feels okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't have as many directs. No, I do have.
Probably feel like an in swap for something.
Yeah.
Push felt bad the whole time, so I feel like we could probably board out. I'm assuming there's 4 in the main, since it's in the side.
Yeah.
We could probably just get rid of all of them, since I think they have 0 targets, other than tokens. Game gonna go long, I think. That's the takeaway. Like, I'm not gonna get under you. So these in for more pressure, maybe. Yeah, you can't block it.
Yeah.
And that feels real good. And then if I can find room and Will Despair feels like it could win the game, plausibly. Well, I don't know. Yeah. The rest feels okay because you do have counterspell, but like I think waiting till I can duress and do something in the same turn is probably wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Tenacious Underdog could probably come out, I guess. It's 1 of, right? 2 of?
Yeah, Tenacious Underdog.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
It's recursion, so I mean that's what makes it good. At the same time,
I know I just said I don't think I'm gonna get under you. I think I have to kind of try and get under you to some extent.
yeah.
Maybe we'll leave 1 in. Yeah, I think we leave 1 Tenacious Underdog in. So I think my outs, tell me how you feel here, Adrian. 4 Fatal Push and 1 Tenacious D out, and then Life Bane Zombie and Fry in, Invoke Despair in.
Mm-hmm. Hope Despair is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
You can pull that up.
And you're not going to pressure me early enough that I'm not going to be able to, I don't think. I don't know. The deck can, like... Yeah, the deck doesn't have that.
I don't really know if I need Rest in Peace in this matchup.
No.
Like, it's, yeah, so I feel like I'm going to go and keep the Dovin's Vetoes. I'm not going to take that. The Spell Pierce actually feels really good in this matchup.
I think it's worse in this matchup than Mono Green. I think it's still good.
Yeah, Fateful Absence feels like pretty good in this matchup since pretty much all your threats are creatures and planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Shark Typhoon.
You kind of got punished. Your life total got pretty punished because you couldn't interact with the 3/2 for like a while.
Yeah.
You ended up getting there. Like, it's fine, but I don't know. If I had, yeah.
I do feel like in the end, like maybe Nissa might end up being cut from like the main list. It's just too expensive.
Just feels bad every time you draw it.
Yeah, having more stuff like Fateful Absence, even the main, like I don't know if I would mind 4 Fateful Absence. Just
More
straight up
counterspell. More counterspell. If you're truly a flash deck, there's no penalty to being tapped because you can't be tapped out of your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
Counterspell is just better than Fateful Absence because Fateful Absence lets them get their ATB.
Yeah.
And you have enough options for counterspells that don't care about the target that it doesn't matter that Fateful Absence hits planeswalkers and creatures because you can play non-creatures.
Yeah.
You can play counterspells that don't care about it.
Wedding announcements, what saved me?
Yeah, it feels fine.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I might go back up to 3 on that one. Like the other deck list showed 3. I do enjoy having the 4 Night Pack. I do enjoy having the 4 Brazen Bar. I do think out of all those, the 4 Brazen Bar is correct. Because, like, just,
yeah, I don't think you can afford to cut any flash threats.
yeah.
That's like, the deck almost needs some more of those.
The the deck I was looking at ran 3 a Night Pack and ran 3 3 Brazen Borrower, but I think 4 Brazen Borrower out of all of that is just like you have to run 4 Brazen Borrower. It's just too good.
Don't be slamming. It's gonna be terrible.
Sorry. I love the slams.
I know you like the slams. Big slams.
You going first?
Yeah. That seems like the right way.
You confused me for a second. Just asked you something. Well, 1 land is no capability, no matter how sweet the hand looks.
I'm good with this.
Is that Thoughtseize?
Let's start confidence. Put
So
2 cards face down. And
So I'm going to 5.
Look squarely at your opponent.
I'm going to.
Or it could be a mind game. That's a sick mind game. I feel game 2. You just like put 2 cards down. Like you know this deck doesn't play any 1-drop creatures.
Yeah.
And you like play tap, play pass.
Go to the 5 worst cards in my hand. Okay. I hear you.
No. First go to the 6 best cards in your hand, then the 5 worst cards in your hand.
God, this hand sucks really bad. Like,
Good.
here, let me show you this hand.
I think the deck mulligans relatively poorly. I think it plays so much mana.
Yeah.
And it has so few threats. And that's why I think you need more counter spells. You need to be able to reliably have something to do.
Yeah.
I think Castle Ardenvale is pretty greedy. I don't hate it, but like I think you could probably cut that basic planes. You absolutely cut that basic planes. I don't know. If anyone cares, Target has new Capenna and Midnight Hunt collector boosters at $14.99 online, and there's been sightings at some stores too.
Ooh.
I feel rough about buying product, especially collector boosters. I feel the easiest thing to reseal at in-person big box, but we could go check out the Target around here if you want, Adrian.
Yeah, for sure.
After this.
Well, afterwards I have to be up 5:15, so I don't know about that. Like, I'll need your help with sitting up chat on there. But if you guys are there, you guys should do this. God damn it! Look at this. So here is my next 5, and now I'm just like not. I'm literally going to 4 now.
Game over.
So like, my first one had 1 land. Second one had 3 land. This one now has 1 land in it. 25 lands, folks.
Shuffle better.
This is the magic, the
do
Garfield.
better at shuffling.
Maybe I should just cap that with the
Did
Garfield.
Garfield have any intention? I don't know if he did.
Yeah, Garfield said that he wanted any deck to have a chance to win. And land screws definitely that way you can
That's
win.
fair, yeah.
So, Midnight Hunt collector boosters are fun too with those lands. They're really good. And then obviously the New Capenna being able to have some really spicy Ledger Shredder and really
The
spicy.
New Capenna's overall set value is not bad, right?
Yeah, New Capenna is really hot. So
$14.99 for set boosters.
that's pretty good. And
Collector boosters. It's 45 cards, right? So that's like set booster pricing. Yeah.
do you see this bullshit?
Yeah, I mean
this is my hand.
that's a keepable 4.
Yes.
No, I think you have to keep growth spirals.
I think I just don't keep the land, obviously, because I only have 1 of them. Might as well just.
Yeah, I think you keep the growth spirals. I don't think you get to not keep the growth spirals because they're your only way to try and hit your drops. And I think you have to keep Fateful Absence because you're going to do nothing but play growth spiral for the first 2 turns, if you're lucky.
Yeah. Wow. It's mean times, deck.
16.
Okay, I'm winning.
Show me state. Gosh, I wish we could take Greeting Pool. Fateful Absence.
Yeah. I go?
Yeah.
Good.
Montanya. The Harvester of the Blood Tide.
Yep.
Go ahead. I have a blood token that he tied up on his way over.
Good.
Tria.
17.
Pablo.
Ooh, haven't seen him.
Pass.
Gross fire.
Oh, I gotta. Goblin Shaman.
Ha
This Goblin Child's not asleep, huh?
Right.
What's wrong with you, Adrian?
Oh,
Who taught you? Who taught you such terrible manners?
look at me. I'm land curving. It's because like all I have is probably land on top. I got. If I come back and win this, it's gonna be over.
Untap. If you win the game will be over. That's true.
That's right. Yeah.
Combat.
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
Make
Okay.
treasure.
12. Oh, sorry. No, I'm actually not gonna do that. 17. Let's keep these up. I'm gonna gross fire.
Sure.
Okay. 12. What now?
Go
Yeah. Trigger.
Good day. Let's do better than this for the viewers at home. Let's go. Day.
All right. Go ahead. Now it's. I don't. Again, I'm going to say this. I don't feel dead yet. So that's interesting.
Okay.
I don't feel dead yet.
Sure, bud.
I probably should feel dead, but I don't feel dead.
In my main phase.
Okay, so trigger the go tonight.
So I missed my 2.
No, you didn't, because you. Oh, yeah, yes, you did.
So how do you want to resolve this?
You don't. That was previous turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go to 2.
Okay. No, this is where you. Oh, so now this is at 3 then. This flips.
Okay,
That's
that's
why
fine.
you. Yeah. So that flips.
Okay. Declare my intention to become combative. Become a little combative. Exile 2 cards at random.
Okay. 2 gross.
I'll make another treasure token now.
Trigger.
Sure.
Okay. Indestructible.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll take 5. Go 7.
Remember that thing we were saying would be sick?
I do not remember
14.
that thing, so that would be sick.
Black,
Okay.
black, black,
Okay.
red.
Oh, sacrifice stuff. Yeah.
Sick. Absolutely sick.
Okay. I'm good.
Alright.
Just like it.
Then I get to draw 2 cards and you lose 4 life.
Yeah, it's just over there. Okay, but here's the interesting thing. I went to 4 and I did not feel that.
Yeah, no, I think that that's the correct feeling. I wonder.
I had the spell pierce in my hand too.
Oh, we forgot to update our trackers again.
We're
but
1-1.
1-1. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
1-1. Fun. And Harry Potter, was it Molly Brown, right? Calls.
I don't know. I don't read church shit.
Run 1-1.
Man, this is crooked AF. Hold on.
It's good for you. So
Literally
this
not good for me.
this feels like a really cool matchup to play. Even after this, I don't know if I wouldn't mind playing like another round of this. This feels really good.
Or we could go get some of them $14.99 flyers.
For sure.
And like a boba or something. Doesn't a boba sound good?
It does, except my your treat. That's
My
good
treat?
because like my
My
bank
treat?
account is gone.
I understand. I understand.
Like,
Luckily, it's coming back. But
Somebody
I understand.
fucking bought like a
lot
dozen
of or something.
camping chairs to ship them to their house.
Sick.
It's like what? Like I was even talking at the Walmart. I was like, why camping chairs? I guess probably because there's resellable. That's probably my thought.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I could use a dozen camping chairs.
Yeah, sure, why not? Have parties, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nice high-end camping chairs. I assume they didn't go cheap.
Yeah, they were $50 a piece.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good stuff.
Yeah. Those the ones with the awning too.
No, they were Ozark, just like super, like really stretched out, nice, comfortable.
Oh,
like, flaps and stuff like that.
Big old fellers.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Pueblo. I actually have
Pueblo.
their
Adrian,
address.
get in the car.
I have their address.
Adrian, get in the car.
like that's the funny thing is like they had to give me an address.
Adrian, get in the car. I'll grab the guns. Let's go, baby.
Go do a little civil disobedience.
Light it up.
Yeah. Oh man, I will definitely go on the fly, and I will hopefully have like at least 2 lanes of my opening here. At least 2. Dude, I'm really excited about pre-release this weekend. I actually get paid right before I suck.
Nice.
Pre-release. Yeah.
I'm excited for pre-release also.
Now, I was one of those people growing up where it's like you don't trust the bank, stuff like that. You keep cash and things like that. So
Okay.
like I've got like gas.
I grew up Jewish. We very much trust the banks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just everything in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What are you doing? You keep that in the house? Somebody's gonna break it and steal it.
Yeah.
My grandmother, evidently on my mother's side, would not wear jewelry, would not wear rings out of the house because her ex-husband told her at some point that people would come around with a bolt cutter and cut her finger off to get the ring.
Okay. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be laughing at that.
No, I mean,
that's
it's fine.
That's a spicy meatball.
It is a spicy meatball, Adrian.
Yeah, I'll try this.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably okay.
Ready?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Fair to Midland. I think that there's 7 cards. Go ahead.
Aha.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Eastland. Go for it.
That's what it says on the tin. That's what it says on the tin. Pass.
Gross Sparrow.
Sure.
Draw a card.
Yeah.
Let's lay down Castle Ardenvale, and then let's begin to draw. Dude, I'm feeling pretty good. I haven't won yet. Not feeling too bad. Good.
End step.
Uh-oh.
Stop.
What? You can't do that.
I just did.
No. No allowed.
No allowed?
No allowed.
None allowance?
None allowance.
Where's the adventure?
Oh,
The adventure?
I stole the adventure.
I'm gonna have to do it.
All my adventure. Here you go.
Are you countering my? No?
Oh yeah, I could counter that. Ooh, yeah, I could counter that. That's actually like a really.
It's not terrible because it eats the other half too.
You're right, and that's actually like what you'd want to do here. So, hold on. Do I actually really want to count? Yeah. Okay, count.
Okay, untap. Land for turn.
Yep.
Light paint zombie.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And you without any blue.
Let's see. It triggers, right?
Yeah.
Trigger, reveal his or her hand. You can choose green or white. Creature card from it, exile the card.
Have they started using the singular they in these yet?
They have, yeah.
Green or white creature card?
Creature card. Yeah. How about now? Also, how about
Okay.
he
Sure.
gets a
Go
crew.
ahead.
Dude, what an efficient use of mana. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
John. Just tilt you. 18.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I know the card. Did I see yes counterspell?
Yes, you saw that.
Okay. And then
You
block
saw all
number,
this.
yeah.
So I got choices.
You sure do. That's okay.
I could even make a soldier if I want to. Or Kuman.
You could make
That's
a
how many. That's how many choices I got. Hmm. Yeah, because it's draw. So.
Go ahead.
Good. Oh, sorry. That's right.
Yeah, I'll eat. Growth spiral, I guess. Why not? It's the most inconvenient card for you to get to, so we'll eat that one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Just got stuff.
Yeah. This is an interesting matchup because like we both have good cards to resolve. I don't know.
Yeah, we do. It makes it nice and powerful. Draw. It is day.
Yes.
Hmm. I want to say combat. 4 in the air.
16.
Go ahead. Nice.
Alright, good. Um. Eat 2 things from the graveyard. Doesn't matter.
Temper.
Sure.
Down tick. Go to blocks.
Yes.
Declare block.
Okay.
Okay. Death. Absent trigger.
Response.
So here. Okay. Block.
Yep.
And then absent trigger. I'll deal 3 damage to that and then 3 damage to you.
Yep. 13. Pass.
That 6 flyer. Let me tell you. It's good stuff. Combat.
Yeah.
6.
I'll go to 7.
All right. How's I got? Here we go.
Matchup feels good.
Yeah. I almost wonder if 3 Avison wouldn't be bad too. Well, Avison
I think-
instead of Nissa.
I think that's an easy swap. I still think you want more counterspell instead of Nissa.
Yeah.
I think I like the concept of this deck, and I think that the cards in the deck are largely correct.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the numbers are wrong.
I can go.
I think this number should be 0.
Yeah.
I think the number of counterspells should be higher because all of your threats are expensive.
Yeah.
Brazen Borrow is your cheapest thing to do, and it's 2 and 3.
Yes.
Yeah, this feels more like a Jeskai Flash list from the,
Frilled
from,
Mystic.
from the old days.
For sure, with the Simic Frilled
then-
Mystic all day.
Yeah. I'm also not particularly good pilot of this deck, so it would be interesting to see you play someone with that list who's better at this deck than I am. But I think my takeaway from that is that it's not unwinnable for either person, certainly. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Duress is better than I think it is in this matchup. I think it is because you otherwise don't have anything to do on one.
Duress is really good
Yeah.
for robbing my stuff. I mean, even taking like my Wandering Emperor is pretty good for Duress.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, some of that's just that I'm not particularly good at this deck. It's like red black midrange is a relatively skill intensive deck, I feel, or at least you need a sideboarding guide.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's sometimes counterintuitive what you want to be doing in the matchup.
All right, so yeah, definitely. If and when we come back with this deck, I actually really like this deck. I will probably show up to FNM with this deck. I'm really enjoying this deck, and I feel like it's probably about 2 heartbeats away from.
Yeah, I think it's tuning away from being a really, really good deck.
Yeah.
Um,
Honestly, out of every deck, including Turbo Titan, I feel like this is the best deck that we've played.
Goblins, all day goblins.
Those
That deck
goblins.
is so good. I think that deck after Dominaria is gonna be insane.
Oh yeah.
Like, think about how calm I was through stopping you twice in the blue-white matchup.
Yeah. Just
Now, some of that's just because it's not actually an aggro deck; it's a mid-range deck.
it is so much so.
But I like that deck's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. You're gonna get to play the new that Lords of Rare, right? You get to play that over Embercleave. I'm sure this will be a well-attended pre-release, and that there will be stock available. With the cards.
Don't skimp on your Legion Loyalists. Look at the cards; they're going to cost a lot. Legion Loyalist is going to cost a lot.
Is it?
Legion Loyalist. Well, okay, so Legion Loyalist at its day was 10. I think it's like 4 or 5 now, but people will look for those pinch point cards.
Oh yeah, that's not one.
You know, Legion Loyalist has only been printed once.
Yeah, no. I'm saying that's not one to cut. We've I don't want to spend too much time on
Oh
goblins.
no, I'm talking about what you want to pick up right now because it's going to cost too much.
Oh, I love this format, Adrian. I don't think that a lot of people play it.
Sorry, it's $7 right now. If you want that card, go ahead and get it.
Yeah. Mystic for the win. New Merco Flash guy. It's already over 5. Get him. Yeah. No. If you want to play, I don't think the price of any of the cards in that deck are going to go down.
They're not. What I'm saying
I don't think that they're going to spike a lot. I don't think we have any say on what the price of Magic cards is, Adrian.
No, okay.
And I don't think that Pioneer is the most price impactful format at this point in time.
We should make a bet. Okay, Legion Loyalists.
I-
770 right now.
I think that everything in that deck's going to go up a little because that deck's going to be on the Pro Tour,
Yeah.
and somebody's going to see it and go, I want to play Goblins. That looks so fun. And they're right. You should want to play Goblins. That list is really cool.
You should.
I'm sad that I built Mono Red. I would love to have Goblins instead. If anybody local wants to make that happen, let me know.
Wow. Good.
I've spent too much money on Magic cards in the last little while, and I have some other financial stuff going on.
That's right. That's fine. That's fair.
Yeah. But
Xerxes says extra goblins. Just trade him.
Yeah, you have extra gobos. I would really be happy to trade out of the
Papa,
mono red.
right? Xerxes, your Papa.
That's the card
father.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'll message you, Xerxes. Thank you. And I'll look at we'll look at if that's a thing that can happen. Because I think that deck is really fun. I think it's a more fun. I think it does the thing that I wanted the mono red deck to do better than the mono red deck does it. Yeah.
Okay, so final thoughts on Bant Flash. Deck good, deck bad.
Money pile good. Money pile good. Yeah, I think it's a good deck. I think I really don't. I mean, you've played the deck now a little bit too. Do you agree that the Nisses just don't belong there?
No, they
just feel bad.
I mean, although playing against control, like I feel like they probably would be in there in control. So we would have to play against white blue control. Although I won't end up resolving it, So yeah, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, you drew that. It's really good.
I won't
keep it with the deck.
End up resolving the Nissa. Although if you play Teferi, the way I would need to resolve Nissa is you play Teferi, and I resolve Nissa behind it. To attack your Teferi. That's probably about it.
Meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
I think this is an easy cut.
Be on better game plan. Be on more of your own game plan. I think 25 lands is probably fine. I think you are basically a control deck. You might be able to cut to 24 if the spell you put in wasn't super expensive. If you cut a land for like the worst mana league with casualty.
Make disappear.
Yeah, make disappear. I think that's probably fine. And then if you cut Nissa for another Avacyn, I think that's fine. The deck's interesting. If that style of play appeals to you, it's certainly viable.
Yeah. As Xerxes says, you absolutely have to run a bare minimum 25 lands for gross. But I think I agree too, because I ran Simic Flash with 24 lands, and gross file always never felt good with it. You draw into something dead all the time. So I do feel like 25 is probably a hard limit.
What's NDK? We'll be at NDK this weekend. Some other shop that he's doing pre-release ad?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'll hit him up.
Yeah.
Non-Desukan. Oh. I see.
Cool.
I'm going to assume that's a convention of some sort.
Japanese Culture Con.
Yeah. Cool. So, yeah, the deck good. If you want to play deck, play deck. You enjoyed playing it.
Yeah, deck expensive. I had to rip apart a lot of decks to
sure. I mean, it's a 3-color money pile, right? Yeah. That's a good way to get to expensive cheap or expensive fast. What's the total clock in?
I think it's $600.
Yeah, so we've talked about that before. That's the top end. That's about as much as you can pay for a non-Yorian list.
It flagged Gaylord. I love it. Because of course it did.
It did.
The hotel. Whatever.
I'm gonna let it go. With the context for the viewers, that the Gaylord Hotel, the Gaylord Rockies is
I don't know. That's just only.
Oh, I don't know if we want to add that as a permitted term. Whatever.
It'll be fine.
Gaylord Soccer, just like
yes.
Meet the Parents.
Anyway, we've talked about what is an expensive Pioneer deck, and the reality is that if you're not running Yorian, about $600 is as much money as you can cram into a pile of synergistic cards in this format.
Yeah.
But Blue White does that even at 60 cards. Rakdos Midrange does that at 60 cards and 2 colors.
It's Cletus.
Yeah.
Notice that wasn't reprinted. I didn't Masters.
What else does it? I mean, that's going to turn into the price for the tier 1 multicolored decks, right? Yeah. Now, the good thing about this format is that there are still plenty of more accessible decks, right? There are plenty of decks at sub 300. There are a handful of decks at sub 200. There's even a couple of decks at sub 100 that you can start into and pick up more cards as you went, right? You could build a mono blue list for 80 and end up with more than $80 worth of cards in it and at the list, but you wouldn't have to do it all at once. Right?
Yeah.
You could take a no sideboard. That deck runs 3 Mystical Dispute in the sideboard, right? That's $15 outright right away that you don't really need to
And
go to play
Aether Gust is expensive.
Aether Gust.
Yeah.
You know, you could take a lot of the sideboard cards and just downgrade them, or just play like 8 cards in your sideboard and be okay at your local F&M. So the fact that the format's accessible, if they do another thing like they did before, where they print reasonable facsimiles of tier 1 and tier 2 decks as challenger decks at an accessible price point, that's an attractive thing to me about the format, is that I have friends that would not. Nobody's playing standard anymore, but I have friends that would be hard to convince them to get into standard because it rotates, but that $100 or $200 to play Explorer or to play Pioneer is not outside the realm of possibility.
Yeah. I think they do need to do more things like that. Like, I think they need to print Bant Flash and include 1 or 2 Wandering Emperor in there.
Yeah.
You know, like, really sell it.
Yeah, I mean, you could put a Wandering Emperor, an Avacyn.
You could put Spara's headquarters in there.
But you really can't. You really can't. If you put Wandering, I don't know what the Avacyn's at.
Avacyn's cheap. It's like $5-10.
Okay, so you could put 2 Avacyns, a Wandering Emperor, and maybe like the Painlands.
Yeah,
and the Checklands.
Yeah.
But even then, you're presenting a lot of value, right? Here's the other problem with like Magic sealed product like that, is if the value is high enough, people will like. If you can make $10 opening it and putting it on TCG Player, people will.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to limit it to some extent. Now there's some price adjustment that happen with the reprints, but yeah, the point of all this being like the fact that they printed good challenger decks was good. I think Bant Flash is a tough deck to target. Goblins, way easier to target. Especially because a lot of those cards are one printing away from being half the price.
Yeah.
They've only printed Loyalist once. They've only printed Rabblemaster once. Is that right?
I looked. Loyalist was in the guild kit, but it didn't
it's not enough to affect it. Yeah, there's a couple of decks that they could target for challenger decks. Do reasonable facsimiles, give you an extra $10 of value, but not go crazy. And continue to make the format accessible, and that's important to me, and I think it's important for the vitality of the format because. I don't know. I always preferred Modern to Legacy. Now Modern plays significantly more like. I'm not gonna say that it is Legacy. Legacy is still a very different format, but I like that Pioneer took up that mantle when they started printing directly into Modern. I understand why they did that. I know you're not a fan of printing directly into Modern, but
I am definitely not.
Yeah, big salty about it.
Yeah, big salty. Like, have all the cards, not do all the things anymore. I actually took apart my last Modern deck to build this one with the Brazen Barbers. I cannot have a Modern deck made right now.
Yeah.
So, and I had like 14. So there you go.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That good. Is there more to say on that? Like we've said it needs some tuning. We both said we don't like the Nissas. We both said we like Brazen Bar.
Wedding announcement was surprising to me.
I think Wedding announcement's a sideboard card, not main board.
That's fair.
I think that it gets when you're that far into the end of their turn game plan, having one thing that takes 3 mana and you have to do it on your turn and it doesn't win you the game.
That's fair.
Have it just be more counterspell again, right? We've talked about going up to 4 of the 2 counterspells in the main. I think that's fine. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So Nissa out. Wedding announcement sideboard. We'll definitely bring this deck back. We'll play it. We'll look at Dominaria United Chicks things up.
Yeah, there will be something in there for it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do we have full spoilers yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was as of yesterday.
We could dig through that. For those following along at home, provided that our average numbers were okay on this stream, which
We're at 5 right now.
Oh,
We're
great.
at 7. So
awesome. So I think that's where we've been. I think we're gonna talk about doing some deck tech videos maybe because there's a videos per month requirement to get to affiliate, but you don't have to keep that number to stay affiliate. So we might do a couple of deck techs and like revisits of lists and stuff. Let us know what you would like for a couple of I don't want to say low effort, but less temporal commitment videos from us in the next month or so. engage with us on social media. Do that. Share the video around if you can. That helps a lot.
We could also do Challenger versus Challenger decks when they come out too. Things like that.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. But are those coming out this? Are they slated?
The October.
Okay.
So,
Sweet.
End of September, beginning of October.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look at that 4-drop. Yeah, or the possibly the Complicated and things like that. It would fit the colors.
Yeah.
Things to look at. Things like that. Guys,
Cool.
Yep. Thank you so much. This has been Explore Pioneer. One of our favorite decks we've played so far, Bant Flash. Please go check it out. Especially if you have the cards, rob from all your modern decks.
Yeah.
Throw
absolutely.
it together. Take from some
That
of those
format's
modern decks.
degenerate anyway.
I'm surprised your opponents because honestly, like right now, no one's expecting it, and that deck is competitive level.
Yeah.
No one's expecting it at FNM right now. Build it, go in there, go rob some things. Maybe even take it to your local RCQ with a couple of those deck changes. I think you'll have a good time with it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see
Adios,
you
y'all.
next time. Bye bye.